Today, I'm going to be talking about the one thing that keeps so many women from thriving. Not just women in their 40s, but women of all ages and men too. This is one of those things that when you know what it is and when you can overcome it and give it to yourself, then you can thrive in all areas of your life. Change doesn't always happen overnight, but over time, you will find that your life will become more of what you want it to be with this one simple tweak or shift. So, for those of you who are new to me, my name is Kasia Rachfall. I work as an intuitive coach, healer, and artist with women in their 40s who are ready to thrive and release the past once and for all and make sure that their future doesn't end up being a carbon copy of their past. So, what is that one thing that keeps us from thriving? What is it that keeps us stagnant and running on that proverbial hamster wheel, keeps us thinking we're not good enough, we're not whole, all those things that run through our heads and keep us doing the same things day in and day out, and really only making incremental progress even when we really want it. um, and the simple answer is permission. Permission, right? How many of us have waited for someone else to tell us it's okay to change, it's okay to love yourself, it's okay to take these steps to do whatever it is that it's going to take for you to be happy and fulfilled in your life, right? Where this is, and this isn't, it's not that it's anyone's fault, it's a cultural phenomenon. We're waiting for someone else to give us the permission to go and be ourselves, right? We're many times raised like that as children, where we had to ask for everything. At school, that's definitely an indoctrination. You have to ask to go to the bathroom, you have to ask a question, you have to ask permission all the time. And so when you realize that probably the biggest thing that's stopping you from actually diving into whatever it is that your passion is, whatever it is that you want to achieve in your life, is actually giving yourself permission to succeed, right? And of course it is that simple, and yet there is a lot underneath that as well. There could be something in your past that caused you pain, that caused you to lose trust in yourself, to lose belief in yourself, right? There's always something that adds on top of everything else that keeps us stuck. But once you give yourself that permission to thrive, then that gives you the opportunity to find the tools that will help you do that. And just because you give yourself permission, right? Just because you are the one that finally decides, okay, I'm going to do this no matter what. I'm going to do this and I don't care what anyone else thinks. I'm going to do this thing that I've always wanted to do. I'm going to be this woman that I've always wanted to be, just to see what I'm capable of. You don't have to do it all on your own, right? Giving yourself permission has nothing to do with having to do it on your own. Giving yourself permission has everything to do with showing up, with committing to yourself, whatever that journey is going to look like, and then being open to whatever resources that you already have in your life that you can draw upon, and then being open to new resources showing up. But it begins with you realizing and remembering that you are powerful enough that you don't need anyone else's permission, only your own. And that really is the first step, because once you remember that, even just sitting in that, even deciding and choosing to give yourself permission, doesn't that give you like delicious relief? Try it. Find an area in your life where you've been, spinning your reels, finding or finding yourself on that proverbial hamster wheel, and ask yourself, what am I waiting for, right? What's in it for me to stay stuck here? Why am I not moving forward? What is keeping me stuck? And is it that permission piece? Are you worried about what others are going to think? Are you worried that you're going to change too much? What are you worried about? What are you getting out of staying where you are and not thriving, not being to the best of your potential? And if it is a permission piece, then simply decide and give yourself that gift. Give yourself the permission, and then see what happens. See what that feels like. See what that brings up for you. And then if it brings up a whole bunch of crap, if that opens up a can of worms, well, guess what? You are strong enough, you are smart enough, you are capable enough to deal with that stuff. But giving yourself permission is what brings you to that place of taking responsibility for your life and taking your own happiness into your own hands and then starting out on that path. And trust me, it's scary shit. You're gonna be afraid. That is absolutely normal, totally normal. But you got to take that first step, and you got to do it afraid. And once you take that first step, I promise you, your courage will join you, and the right people will show up, the right resources will show up, and you're on your way. But take that first step. If you know someone, or even if you have a question, tag whoever you feel needs to hear this message, and let's start this conversation going. Where are you not giving yourself permission, and why? What's stopping you? I want you to think about this, because it's really, really important. If you want to thrive in your 40s and beyond, this is a huge, huge piece. And if you're watching the replay, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you, your comments and your questions, and I'll see you in the next episode.